After being done trekking through the jungle, I was so exhausted. But before heading back to the homestay, we had to satisfy my sweet tooth craving and get some homemade chocolates and jellies. These were so delicious. Then it was time to head back to Mickey's homestay, which is one of the most comfy places we stayed at, and it's also very budget friendly. So I'm going to include a link in the description below. It's just such a nice little place surrounded by plants and flowers, and the bed was looking so inviting. Unfortunately, I was less than excited because Marie wanted to go back into the jungle.
Yo, yo.
Hello again.
So, a lot of things happened. We finally checked
Why are you wearing
in.
your sunglasses indoors?
Because we're about to leave.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm putting my sunglasses back on. Yeah, I'm really cool. No, but we are going to go see a martial arts show. Yeah.
So my eyes are a bit too big for my stomach, yet again, because I almost had us book this night jungle tour that was like 3 hours, but we realized, well, the night jungle thing would only to be seeing like wild deer, and we're like, it's 3 hours, so.
Wild deer, owls, that sort of thing. Yeah, I was really tired the whole time, so I was like...
And he was just kind of going along
I was
with
like,
it.
Okay, we can do that. Because, yeah, I was down for anything, but really I was hoping she would change her mind.
The minute I laid down on the bed, I was like, no, I'm not doing that.
It was so funny too, because like she made this whole ordeal. She made the lady at the homestay like go buy us tickets
I
and
just want to
stuff like
see
this.
everything.
And then when she lays down on the bed, I come in and she's like, I don't
No.
think we can do this.
I'm not doing this, actually.
It was really funny. So we had to go get the lady so she would cancel everything. And yeah, but now we're going to see a martial arts show, kind of take it easy today.
Get
and
some
then,
dinner,
yeah, have some
relax.
Yeah, so stay with us and see a little bit more of Kerala.
Bye.
After making the decision to not go back into the jungle, it was time for us to head into one of the top tourist attractions recommended in Thekkady, which we weren't really sure how to get there, but with the friendly locals always ready to help out, we found our way to the Mudra Cultural Center. Now, this martial arts show is one of the oldest art forms in Thekkady, and it's sort of like this dance drama that incorporates some of the most ancient techniques. Literally, all we saw in the crowd were older people, and by older, I mean old. So not to be judgy, but our expectations weren't too high, which is probably the reason why we were actually so pleasantly surprised when the show began. I mean, Marie kept asking me if I thought it was real or not. There was no way it wasn't choreographed. I just kept thinking about how much work and hours these guys had to put into the performance. After doing some individual performances, it was time for someone to volunteer from the crowd. So, of course, no one said anything for a couple of minutes, and that's when Marie stepped in and finally volunteered. Talk about an attention hog. Just kidding. It was a bit scary because the guy was jumping above them, and I didn't want him to kill off my best friend. She was really fragile. But the guy was way tougher, and they actually added more volunteers to the pile. So after jumping across 8 people, nothing else was going to shock us. That is, until they brought out the fire. There was a standing ovation, even though the crowd had been a little hard to please at the beginning. After leaving the show, there was only one thing on my mind: get some food. We wanted to eat somewhere a little more upscale, so we settled on this hotel's restaurant, even though trying smaller local places is more of our thing. It's actually nice to be able to enjoy an evening somewhere different. Besides, where else would we get to eat at a fancy restaurant with our hands? Only in India. So after toasting with some delicious ginger soda shots, we made our way into the food. no regrets. Feeling more settled, we were ready to end the night, so we headed back to the homestay. The next day would be our big bamboo raft tour in the jungle, so we had to get plenty of rest.
Like my videos? Subscribe for more.